Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 4th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Friday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about your forecast for Saturday and Sunday. Might as well say your weekend forecast. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, take a look at the watches, warning, advisory map for your location. Also, the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm report that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to take a look at the National Hurricane Center Tropical Weather Outlook at the end of this broadcast. So, please stick around to the entire video and do not miss a beat of this forecast. Okay. If you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Also, like these videos, share these videos. And let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks, and dive on into the forecast now. Oh, as you can see, we got quiet conditions for Quebec, Canada, down to Montreal, Toronto, Canada, back over toward portion of Maine, New Hampshire, through New York State, to Pennsylvania, to Virginia, to the Carolinas, even including Atlanta, Georgia. Also through portion of Kentucky, Ohio, and also in the Wisconsin. Minnesota, that is, a little bit there in Wisconsin as well. Also across portion of southern Canada, southwestern Canada as well. Alright, a little bit of northern Montana, northern North Dakota. Also fair conditions expected along coastal areas of Washington, Oregon State through San Francisco, Los Angeles. Also toward Nevada, Utah, portion of Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, over toward Dallas and Houston area, and also in Louisiana. Also over northern Mexico, central Mexico, and also into the Gulf of California. Alrighty. We got showers and storms. Standing over here just near Vancouver through Seattle, Washington, and a portion of Oregon, Idaho, portion of Nevada, back over to Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, right along the Canadian-U.S. border from North Dakota into Minnesota. Also down toward Wisconsin, down toward Chicago, Illinois, through Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi, Alabama. Also into the Florida Keys, Miami, Florida, the coastal Carolinas, up toward Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, also in the Boston area as well. And a little bit there in southeast Canada also. Okay, in the red slashed area there from Minnesota, back in the portion of South and North Dakota, also in the portion of Iowa and Nebraska, some heavy rain and flash flooding possible. Yellow slashed area from Nebraska down into Kansas and Missouri and Iowa. Some severe weather possible in your region for your Saturday. Alright, let's take a look at your Sunday forecast now. As you can see, we got quiet conditions up here in Quebec, Canada. Near Montreal, Toronto, back over towards southeast Canada through Maine, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, down into Virginia, into the Carolinas there as well. Also, we got quiet conditions across southern Canada. So back in the southwestern Canada as well. Got a little bit of rain showers right along the Canadian-U.S. border there. And also same over portion just west of Toronto, right along the Great Lakes region and west of Montreal as well. Alright, we got showers and storms extending from Vancouver, Canada to Seattle, Washington, also Idaho, back into Wyoming, into Denver, Colorado, and portion of Oklahoma. Dry conditions expected from north to South Dakota, back through portion of Nebraska, Kansas, down to Oklahoma, Dallas, and Houston area, back over toward portion of Mississippi and Louisiana. Also into New Mexico, portion of northern and central Mexico, back over toward the Gulf of California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, back up into Oregon and portion of Washington State, just west of Vancouver there as well. Showers and storms over northwestern Mexico also. We got showers and storms up here in Minnesota, back into South Dakota, back into Missouri, Arkansas, all the way down to the Florida Panhandle, down into Florida Keys, Miami, Florida, off the southeast coast, and the mid-Atlantic coast as well, over toward Atlanta, Georgia, all the way back up toward Ohio there as well, into Michigan too. Alright, red slashed areas of Michigan, got some heavy rain possible there, and also over in Wisconsin. In the yellow slashed area from around Chicago down in the portion of Kentucky and northern Tennessee, and also in the portions of Illinois and Indiana. Some severe weather possible for your Sunday. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar now. As you can see, we got widespread showers and scattered showers and storms over portions of southern Canada, widespread showers and storms off the mid-Atlantic region, also in the outer banks of North Carolina, down off the southeast coast. Scattered activity in the portion of North Carolina, also into South Carolina, Georgia, a little more widespread here, in southern Alabama and also southern Georgia, moving into northern Florida. Scattered activity over central and southern Florida. Also more widespread over western Cuba. Scattered activity over the Bahamas. Scattered activity over Puerto Rico as well. Scattered activity also around the Hawaiian chain island, mainly to the south. Scattered activity over here in portions of Mexico and also into Texas and New Mexico as well. More widespread showers and storms over here in portions of Missouri, back into portions of Iowa as well. Scattered activity in Illinois. Also more widespread showers extending from north to South Dakota and Oregon states, including portions of Montana and Idaho as well. Also in the scattered activity over Nevada and the Colorado down in New Mexico as well. Guam radar currently unavailable. Alaska looks good, a little bit offshore. So that wraps up the weather radar. Let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Excuse me, had to get some water. All right, we got flood watches in effect for portions of Maine and also in the portion of New Hampshire. Also, we got severe thunderstorm watches there as well from New Hampshire all the way back in the portion of Pennsylvania. Also, we got some flood warnings, flash flood warnings, flood advisories, severe weather, severe thunderstorm warnings, that is, in that area. Coastal flood advisory still in effect for portion of Virginia there as well. Got a severe thunderstorm warning right here in the Big Bend region of Florida, also down in southeast Alabama. Got a severe thunderstorm watch over portion of Missouri. Flood watches also surrounding the severe thunderstorm watch. Portion of Illinois and also in the same areas of Missouri. Indiana and a portion of Ohio got some air quality alerts there as well. Portions of Colorado as well, and portions of northwestern Montana. Alright, red flag warning in effect for Oregon, also Northern California. Also flood watches also in effect. Flash flood warnings also there for portions of South and North Dakota, portions of Montana and Wyoming. Hydro issues there in portions of Wyoming there as well. Alright, excuse me. We got some heat advisories for portions of Southern California. Over here in portions of southern and central New Mexico, western Texas, southern Texas. Also up here in portions of Oklahoma, also in the Kansas, also in the portion of Missouri, also in the northern Arkansas, eastern Mississippi, southern Alabama, portions of the Florida Panhandle there as well. Excessive heat warnings also in effect for you guys in portions of Mississippi, all of Louisiana, much of Arkansas, much of Oklahoma, southeastern portions of Kansas, southwestern portion of Missouri, much of Texas there as well. And also southern Arizona and southern California with a few counties there in the north. Red flag warning also in effect there for you guys there in portions of Colorado with severe thunderstorm warnings and a few flash flood advisories there as well. Alrighty, we got some coastal flood statement, red flag warning, and special weather statement for Alaska, and the Hawaiian chain island looks a-okay. Alright, storm prediction center time. Alright, as you can see here, there's the main action up here in the northeastern United States. Portions, like I said, I just showed what you should have seen on the radar there, them showers and storms over Florida, the Carolinas. Also there as well. Alright, we got marginal risk in the northern and central plains to the east, over towards Arkansas and portions of Alabama, back into Georgia and Florida, and a marginal risk and a slight risk in the northeastern United States as well. Alright, convective outlook, that's pretty much the center where the severe thunderstorm watches are in effect. Current watches over Missouri, all the way from Pennsylvania, all the way up toward New Hampshire as well. Alright, the MDS discussion, just talking about the current watches up here in the northeast, one here and also that in Missouri. Let's take a look at the storm report. Currently, as of this recording, we had 0 tornado reports. Wind reports, we had 32, 0 was high. Pretty much they took place over here in portions of Wyoming, Nebraska, southern Alabama, southern Georgia. Also up here in the northeast in Pennsylvania, New York State, also up in the Vermont and New Hampshire region. Hail report with 26, 0 with large. We had one over in Idaho, and the other ones took place over in portions of Pennsylvania, and also into New York State, also over in the portion of Vermont and New Hampshire region. Total number 58, but I do expect these numbers to increase just slightly as we continue to go through the afternoon. And I do think there is one tornado report, but currently they do not have it added in yet. But I would not be surprised to see one or two tornado reports as we roll through the evening hours as well. All right, let's take a look at the fire weather. We still got some over portion of Oklahoma down in Texas, also over here in portions of Washington State. We still got an ISO dry over here in portions of Oregon, down into California, and also in the portion of Nevada as well. And finally, let's wrap it up with the National Hurricane Center tropical weather outlook. Currently, we have no tropical cyclone over the next 48 hours and the next 7 days, so which is good news. But I do expect the tropics to start heating up as we continue to roll through the remainder of August. So get ready, folks. Hurricane season will be underway here shortly. So I just want to let everybody know that it's not going to be long before we're going to be really tracking some tropical cyclone activity between now and October. So, alrighty. Well, I'm going to wrap up this video now. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Consider subscribing if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next video. And have a great Tuesday. I don't know, great Friday evening.